Hi Beauty Pies, welcome back to my channel. Today's video I am going to be sharing with you products that I bought on a recent shopping trip to Ulta Beauty. My primary reason for going to Ulta was to buy MAC products which are not sold at Sephora, and although they are sold at MAC stores are harder to come by than an Ulta Beauty store. I was specifically looking for products to correct my under eye area. I have a lot of darkness under my eyes and I'm losing a lot of volume under there as well. I was primarily looking for a color corrector. I prefer to use a color corrector and then use concealer as opposed to putting on a ton of concealer. It really should just counteract discoloration under your eyes, and then the concealer can do the job of fixing the rest of the under eyes. I think that the best product is this one right here. MAC. This is the Prep and Prime highlighter, thanks to a request of a subscriber. I am doing a video with this color corrector to show you how I use it and how I conceal my dark eyes and my sunken eyes. So that'll be my next video. This is what it looks like. It has like a white brush and then you just have to twist out the product. That is like a true dark peach. It's a nice thick consistency. It's great and it does disappear underneath your concealer. So if you'd like to see how I use that, make sure you keep an eye out for my next video. Another product that I've been wanting to try for my under eyes by MAC as well, and that is the Studio Fix powder. It is the powder plus foundation. I have been using loose powders for my under eye because I wanted extra coverage underneath my eyes. I really wanted to try a powder foundation and I wanted to start with this one because this is what I was using for most of my teenage years from the time I started wearing makeup. I'd stopped using it only because it broke me out a lot. At that time, I didn't really know enough about makeup and I didn't know that I shouldn't be using a powder foundation on my dry skin, and I don't think I moisturized well enough underneath it either, so it would break me out a lot. But I just remember having the most incredible coverage and I never felt this powder on my skin. It was never like a heavy powder. I'm really glad I bought this. I've been using it underneath my eyes to set my under eye makeup and it is working beautifully. It is not heavy. It does not cake up. If you'd like to see how I use it, check out my last video, my first impressions. I demonstrate how I use this and how it looks to cover my under eyes. So I've been hunting for some natural looking highlighters and I realized I have not purchased any highlighters from MAC ever. And I remember the first time highlighters came out and I went to a MAC Cosmetics counter, and it was a counter located in like a Macy's, and the girl had no idea what I was talking about. Like, she didn't know what a highlighter was. So this was a long time ago. And after that, I just never went back to MAC for highlighters. I just always thought they didn't sell highlighters, but obviously they do. And this is a very popular one. This is called Soft and Gentle. That is what it looks like. You rub it in, you see it starts just becoming like a subtle glow, and I like that. Hence the name Soft and Gentle. I'm curious to see how that is going to look on my skin. If it's anything like all of their other Skinfinish products, it's just gonna blend in and look absolutely perfect. So along with that, I bought this highlighter palette called Hyper Real Glow, and the reason I bought this because it was such a good deal. You get 3 highlighters in one and it had perfect reviews. It's got these 3 colors: Gold Coasting, Get It Glowing, and Rosy Cheer. The reviews on this are amazing. It seemed like every person of every skin tone had something good to say about this. I love that they're all somewhat neutral, but they also have like different undertones. One's more peachy, one's more gold, and one's more of a bronze. So a lot of the reviews mention that this is a great highlighter that doesn't have that glittery look. This is the last MAC product that I bought. This is a mini eyeshadow palette. I think MAC eyeshadows are among the best available out there. I used MAC shadows for years. I have never actually purchased any of these little palettes, and so I actually wanted to purchase the Carbon Black again to just have a really good black eyeshadow, and I don't remember any eyeshadow I ever used being as good as the Carbon Black. And so this actually includes Carbon Black, and so I thought this would be enough. And so this is great because it obviously has more than just Carbon Black. I feel like it has a lot of neutral colors for brown Indian skin tones. Single shadow alone is like $20, and so this whole palette is under $30. So I'm hoping the shadows in here are the same formula as ones that come in the individual pan. Next is this L'Oreal Infallible Fresh Wear Foundation. So in my last video, the first impressions video, I tried on the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Foundation. Beautiful foundation. it has such a nice finish. It's a very pricey foundation. And I had also heard that this was a dupe for that foundation, which means basically that this is very similar to that foundation, but obviously it's not as pricey as that foundation. So I was so curious to use it. I typically do not use foundations with SPF in it because I do have a reaction on my lips to SPF. It gets really dried out. I just avoid SPF products usually on my face, but I love that Armani foundation so much, and I was so curious about this to see like a drugstore product that is a dupe for that because it is so expensive. So I'm very curious to see if this is a good dupe. Ulta has some great deals, and they had a promotion going for L'Oreal where if you buy one you get one 50% off. So of course I had to buy another L'Oreal product. I figured I should try a concealer. I had the Fresh Wear concealer in mind to buy, but when I went to the store I could not find a color that I felt would match my skin tone. I decided to buy this instead. This is the True Match Eye Cream Eye Concealer in the shade W56. I will say off the bat that this shade is a good match for my skin tone. It has 0.5% pure hyaluronic acid. It actually says it's an eye cream and a concealer. You know, my under eyes is just an area right now on my face that I really want to work on and enhance. So of course I'm gonna try an eye cream and a concealer. So once I bought the concealer, I thought, you know, why don't I do a little drugstore makeup look? So I decided to get a couple of powders. This is the Maybelline Fit Me in Warm Sun. I plan to try this as an overall face powder. I also bought it in this color, Truffle, in order to try it as a bronzing product. I can tell now like what is a good color for me for bronzing, and this looked like it. To be honest, I do not find a lot of bronzing products that I feel like would be suitable for my skin tone. What I've kind of resorted to doing is looking at products that are not necessarily created to be bronzers or contouring products, but something like this, like a face powder or powder foundation that's just darker, and using that as a contour product. I stocked up on my Duo Lash Glue. They also had a really good promotion for this. Buy one, get one 50% off. Next is this cleansing balm from Clinique. Take the Day Off Cleansing Balm. I bought this for added moisture for my skin. So instead of using a makeup wipe to take off my makeup, I'm going to be using this. This is a mini version of this product. It was only $10. I love that brands are now offering these smaller trial sizes because it gives you an opportunity to try it out. Sometimes a sample isn't enough. You need something like this. It's gonna last you at least a month. So I can use it, see if it's gonna break me out, see how it affects my skin, and see if it does what I want it to do. Whenever I've seen someone use a cleansing balm to take off their makeup, it really leaves a nice hydrated look where it almost looks like you have like an intense moisturizer on your face, but it was just the residue of a cleansing balm. I'm looking forward to that type of hydration. My only concern is if there's so much of that residue from the cleansing balm left on your skin, is it gonna break you out? I just decided to finally just try it and see what is the deal with these cleansing balms. These are the Ceramic Thermal Roller Variety Pack by the brand Kitsch. When I was in high school, I was known for my hair. I used to be referred to as, oh, the girl with the good hair. I really miss those days, and I will tell you, I never used a hot tool during that time. I think the first time I discovered a straightener or heard about a straightener or had access to a straightener was when I was a senior in high school, and it was like toward like the end of my senior year. So before that, I was always like into hair, and I wanted to just kind of find different ways to like make my hair look nice. And I used rollers for the longest time, and they worked like magic on my hair. Even though they do such a great job without using heat, you do have to like do things in time. Like you have to shower at a certain time, let your hair air dry, then put these in your hair, and then fall asleep and deal with the discomfort of having these rollers in your hair to wake up with the most amazing, voluptuous, soft hair, because you're doing it without heat. Nowadays, I don't think it is feasible for me to expect that I'd be able to carry on that same routine with my hair. However, I bought these because this has a bit of a spin to it. It's called Ceramic Thermal Roller. So instead of using this like traditional rollers where you have to keep it in your hair for a long time, you would apply some heat on your hair. So let's say you can air dry it and then just apply heat for like 5 minutes, or just blow dry your hair roughly without a brush, and then put these in your hair, blow dry it for a few minutes, and then when you take it out, because of that thermal aspect of these rollers, it should still give you a lot of bounce and shine. These are too big, I think, to give you any type of curl, so this is really just to enhance the volume and shine and kind of just straighten out your hair without having to blow dry it out or use a straightener. So I'm looking forward to trying this out and seeing how it works in my hair. That is it for this Ulta Beauty haul. I hope you guys enjoyed watching. I hope you got some ideas on some products to try. Before you go, please make sure you subscribe to my channel, hit the notification bell so you're notified of new videos. I'm going to be using some of these products in future videos, so make sure you subscribe so that you'll be notified of those videos. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Mwah. Bye!